Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me today. And here we are studying Psalm 10. Now, this is part 2. We did the first half, verses 1 through 9, last week. And this week we're going to do verses 10 through 18. And this again, we're in the section of the psalm which is describing the wicked man. So we began the psalm with 2 questions. There in verses 1 and 2. And then in verse 3, we jumped into this description of the wicked man, which will take us down through verse 13. And then 14 through 18, we have this prayer / confident confession of the psalmist. So we'll get into that later on in the week. And we've already seen several things about the wicked man. Let me just turn my page here and just go back and look at my list. So number 1, he's prideful. He boasts of his heart's desire. Number 2, he gains by violence, and the Lord always condemns that. He blesses the one who gains by violence. Number 3, he doesn't seek God. He doesn't even include God in his thoughts. And then number 4, his ways are always prosperous. So this describes how he lives. He's always wealthy. He can't understand God's judgments. His mind is reprobate in a sense. He puffs at his enemies. He thinks that he's the best. No one will ever dethrone him. Number 7, here's the first quotation. He says in his heart. Now we're listening to what he says in his heart. God has opened up the voice in his heart for us to hear it. And he says this, I will not be moved forever. Okay, so you can hear pride there in his heart. He actually believes this. Remember, it's out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaks, which is why, he blesses those who do violence. Number 8, the 8th thing we learn about the wicked man is there in verse 7. His mouth is filled with curses. And we talked about that. Number 9, he hangs out in the lurking places. So he's looking for someone to harm. Number 10, he lies in wait like a lion in an ambush, in a thicket. So just like the prince of darkness, the devil, this man does the same thing. He lies in wait, seeking someone to devour. So those are the first 10 items about this wicked man. Numbers 11 and 12 we're going to find here in verses 10 and 11. So if you have your Bible there, why don't you open it up to Psalm 10, verse 10, and I'm going to read those 2 verses. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God is forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Okay, so that's verses 10 and 11 in Psalm 10. So number 11, actually, first one today, but number 11 on our list, is that he crouches and humbles himself. That is, he entices the people in, but the thing is, he's surrounded by others. You'll notice that the poor fall, or the hapless fall, by his strong ones. Who are they? Well, that's his pride. Those are the other little lions in his group. Always the wicked come with an entourage. Always they come with an entourage. They don't ever travel alone. Yes, they're like a roaring lion, but he's not by himself. He's got his helpers. And so here it is, verse 10, his strong ones are the ones that do the dirty work. Verse 11, which is number 12 in our list, he says in his heart, God has forgotten. God has forgotten. He's hid his face. He will never see it. Now, we saw in his heart, right? We heard the voice in his heart previously in last week's list. Now, here we have the voice of his heart again. And this time, in the first one, he said, I'm going to live forever. In this one, he says, God's forgotten. He'll never see it. He's hidden his face. So now we hear the apostasy in his heart. It's that God's forgotten. He's hid his face. He will never see. How how obstinate, how pride has twisted this man's opinion of God, that God will never see it. He's hidden his face. He thinks he's getting away with it. See? He thinks he's hidden from everyone, including God. But no, God sees it. As a matter of fact, God has opened up his heart to every reader of Psalm 10. Okay, well, we'll come back to that, that God has forgotten and has hidden his face. That'll be, we'll get more of that coming up in this psalm. So join me again tomorrow. We're going to look at verses 12 and 13 here on Daily Dose Radio.